So let's say this is where our target is, right here at the top of the curve. Okay? We know that in math and stuff, that stuff is distributed. If you're looking at grades in your class, right? Let's say they set the bell curve at 90%. Some people are going to get well above 90 and some will get below that. And sometimes the teacher will grade on the curve, which I don't like. But in math, you have kind of your mean point there, okay? When we're passing, if we know that our passes, when we pass to our targets, that's distributed all over the place, then I know that if our target is right at the net here, which is really a perfect spot for the setter to be, right there at the net, and she can set anywhere from there, it's really easy. But if that's our target, we know that we're going to sometimes go past that, and we're going to sometimes pass under that. But I never want us to be putting passes over the net. I always want us keeping the ball on our side of the net. So if we bring that 90% here to 80%, bring that off the net 3 feet, then we're aiming here. Sometimes we are still going to pass the ball past her, but she can still get to it and set it. We just don't want to pass over the net. So there's a little bell curve, and that's why we have our target coming off. We don't want to have no margin for error here. We want to be able to be here and have a little bit of margin for error on our passing. Now when we're talking digging, defensively digging the ball, I want our target to be high and above the 10-foot line in a defensive dig. I want our blockers to have time to land from their block, see the ball, track it, land, transition, and be ready to get a full swing. If we're trying to dig balls really low to target, there's not a lot of time to respond. Plus, we don't have that good of ball control when someone's just unloading on the ball. We want to dig that ball up into the air, and we want to set our mean at the 10-foot line. Okay, so that little dotted line. 10-foot line is where we're trying to dig the ball defensively. So I'm going to stand on this side of the net with a card ball. Okay, so I'm going to stand on that side of the net with a card ball, and I'm just going to hit balls cross court to us. And I want a line of passers here and here. And we'll have extra bodies here. And then I want a hitter here and a hitter here. They're all going to pass, they're all going to hit. Okay? When I hit the down ball, I'm going to hit cross court to this passer. That passer is looking to just defensively dig this ball up high and somewhere up toward the 10-foot line. We don't really have it on here, but kind of imagine about where the 10-foot line would be and just pass that ball up and high. Okay? So if this passer here is digging the ball up and high with the 10-foot line, this passer is then going to step in, set the ball cross court to that hitter, and that hitter's going to hit the ball, right? And then she's going to go shag the ball and come back to your passer. You just follow the ball. If you step in and you can set that ball, then you're going to go become the hitter. This person passed it, but next time the ball's coming to this person who just stepped in, she's going to pass it, you're going to then step in and set to the outside. Our setting target, again, looking at the bell curve here, when we set the ball as non-setters, we want to aim for what's called 5 and 5. Okay? 5 feet off of the net and 5 feet inside the court. So knowing where that sideline is on the net, we want to be putting the ball 5 and 5, right in the sweet spot here. Again, knowing that if we're not all Abby and we don't have great location, then if we're aiming here, sometimes the ball is going to go closer, sometimes it's going to be a little bit further off. But we never want to be aiming right here to set that ball. Now we're out of system, we dug a ball, we chucked it right up on the net, and we make a lot of hitting errors in here. They've statted this on the national teams and at the college level, and they found that your hitting percentage when you're trying to set the ball right here out of system is something like less than 50%. And just by setting 5 and 5, that would mean their hitting percentage of actually getting the kill off that out of system set was in the high 70s. So that's what we want. High percentage, setting the mean here, because sometimes we know it'll go over. So questions on this, passer, right? Just start with the hitter there, and I'm going to be there, and I'm just going to start hitting the ball cross court that way, cross court that way, passing it up and high. Other person is stepping in, setting it 5 and 5. Same on the right side, 5 feet in, 5 feet off, swing, shag the ball, and go get it the other line on the opposite side. Cool. Let's